Hi, and good morning, and welcome to those listening to our live broadcast and to those who are listening to the replay. I am here in snow covered New Mexico. We had another snowstorm last night and dropped a few more inches of snow on top of what we already have. But it looks really pretty outside. So, welcome. Thanks for joining me, and I'm here to talk about our upcoming co-working trip to Lisbon in May this year. We will be heading that way for 2 weeks, and I have lots of information on our website. It's called Travel Like a Local today, and I guess I need to keep my glasses on because it helps me actually see. So I want to cover a few of my ideas, my passion for this vibrant city, Lisbon, which this time will be my third time going back there, and just to encourage women who are a little older, like me. And I've sort of put my marketing as saying that was for the 40 plus, but people that are adventurous, who are traveling already, who love to travel, who are freelancers, digital marketing, can work from their computers or on their projects, or perhaps you're someone who just has a list of things that you would like some focused time to work on. Maybe you're writing a book, you want to just concentrate on a whole lot of blog posts, your marketing for the next 6 months. You've just got a list of things to do. You are freelance, so you work from home, you work from co-working spaces where you currently are. And that is why this could appeal to you, because we would be in this beautiful city in Europe. We have a choice of co-working space. It's a city that's very supportive of the digital nomad community, and you'd be able to combine working and traveling. So I want to just encourage you that if you are an independent traveler and the thought of actually having a small community around you to do things with, to have fun with, to explore with, and at the same time you would have your independence. So it's not really a true retreat in the sense that we would all be together in one form of accommodation, but I'll get to the accommodation in a moment. So if anybody is listening and has any questions, please do go ahead and type those in the comment box, and I will answer them as best I can. So what could you expect out of this co-working experience in Lisbon? To start with, there are a wide choice. So I've attended and worked in some of them myself, and have done a lot of research since I was there last May. Some new ones are opening, which is really exciting, and I belong to quite a few groups in Lisbon that I'm communicating with to make sure that I've researched and provide the best experience for you. So for the first week, I would like us to look at working in one place, and we would have meeting room space, because I would like to present some activities for us all to participate in, to encourage us to come to the co-working space and not just feel, I could just stay in the apartment and work from there. I would like everybody to consider what they might be able to contribute to the group, what your passion is, what you're excited about, and let us brainstorm together and learn from each other and build this community that we could have together. So the co-working space, generally, they would be working at what they call a flex desk. So we would have space booked at the co-working space, but you would arrive and pick your spot where you would want to work. The situation with this is that you're going to have other people around you, and therefore there's a certain expectation of being quiet, focusing on your work, but then you could take breaks and meet in the coffee shop or the restaurant or the other space. The other option would be to have a meeting room space solidly for the whole week, where we would all gather together, and then we could have the different people that are going to come and present us and encourage us, and people that we're going to learn from use that space. With the optional Porto trip, which would take place Sunday through Wednesday, the second week that we're together, we could have some options. So there's casual, there's coffee shops where people can meet up, and they're having digital marketers and digital people, coming in and working in their space. There's libraries. And then, of course, there's this daily access that we can have, so we could sample one or two of the other co-working spaces. My plan for the first week is for everybody to arrive on the Saturday, and once you've checked into your apartment space, we would gather for dinner to get to know each other. Sunday would be a free day to explore the city, and I have lots of suggestions and things for you to do. Taking a train to Kashkes, there's a beach, and it's going to be summer, yay, no snow. A short distance away in Stubal, which is absolutely gorgeous. So there's lots of fun things that we could do on the Sunday. Monday through Friday of the first week, we would be planning to work on our individual projects, and at a schedule that suits yourself, but to be encouraged to come and use the co-working space, get together. There'd be an opportunity, to grab lunch together, to go and grab a drink afterwards, and there's not a pressure to the whole group to move as a group, and that's kind of why I want to call it independent, is that, you pick and choose what you want to do, and if you feel like going for dinner by yourself, or you want to cook at your apartment and invite a few people over, there's all that openness and flexibility. So that's why I sometimes think, maybe retreat's not the right word, but I'd look forward to brainstorming that and perhaps finding a different word for that. So we would do, with the participants who commit to joining us, Zoom calls in advance before we travel. And on those calls, I would encourage everybody to really try and get to know each other. And we would want to have two people sharing an apartment. They would be in your own room and with your own bathroom. But this also would be an opportunity if you connected with somebody on the call and went, I'd really like to share with that person. They seem like a good connection for me, that you would be emailing me, and we would work with you to make sure that you're sharing with somebody that just is a good fit. Of course, we can stretch ourselves and get to know new people, and that's part of the fun as well. So I have researched our areas thoroughly. I've asked for input from part of the women entrepreneurs that I've connected with in Lisbon. I have my favorite, Campo de Ourique, but there are other beautiful areas as well. So I don't want us to be in too touristy of an area. There's excellent transportation, the buses, the trams, and Uber is very reasonable there. So I wouldn't want us to be slap bang in the middle of a tourist area, because that's not the reason for this trip. This reason would be for you to feel and get to know Lisbon through different eyes. And yes, you're working, but to get a routine into your day, be at your favorite coffee shop every morning, finding your favorite market to buy your supplies and your groceries, being independent, but at the same time having the support community that we would then gather together once a week on a Friday and do a kind of a brainstorm, mastermind, help each other with our businesses, bring our own lunch. You'd meet in my apartment, and we would spend 2 to 3 hours just supporting each other and learning about each other. So you will ask, what is included in the price? Right now, I have an early bird special that is valid until the end of this month, end of January, and that is 1975. 1,975, 1975, and that will include your accommodation, individual rooms in an Airbnb or VRBO home away apartment with Wi-Fi and everything else. Lunch, I would love to gather everybody together on both weeks and just have a big group lunch that we would just go and have fun together. I will be providing you with a SIM card and suggest that you bring a second older phone. That's what I've done previously. So I bring my phone that I use, but that way I just prefer to keep but we would discuss that, keep the two phones disconnected, have a Portuguese SIM card. You've got data, you can use Uber, you can use Google Maps, use TripAdvisor, which I've got lists of some fabulous restaurants and things and places to go. I would like to put together a trip to Porto for those that are interested in going, and we would plan to leave on the Sunday the 19th, and be there until Wednesday the 22nd, come back on Wednesday, and then we would still have 3 days before the Saturday when everybody would make their own choices. Stay on in Europe, why not? So when you're booking your air tickets, and we will chat about that, keep that in mind, that you might want to plan an extra week or catch a train somewhere. Trains are wonderful in Europe, really easy to get around. So there would be a 50% deposit payable, and my company is Classic Exec. I would give you your advisement would require that everybody does have travel insurance, and there would be an indemnity to sign. And then come February, the new price would be 2275. So have a look at the website, Travel Like a Local Today. I have an application form on there and would love just to get to know a little bit more about you, what you would expect from a trip like this. Just so that we can be a great team. There'll be 8 of us, and I think this will be fabulous. So I am really excited. I love Lisbon. I've been there this will be my 3rd time, and I know that I'll be going back again. So if you have any questions, you can also email me at travellikealocaltoday@gmail.com. And I thank you for listening and hope that this might be something that you're interested in. We will be planning a trip in October, and that's probably going to be something a little different and down south so that we can be somewhere warm. But look forward to hearing from you, and thanks for listening.